What's up, everyone? Happy Saturday. I'm so excited to be with you all today and put hashtag live if you're watching live with us and hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. My name's Austin Dorman. I'm a certified funnel builder and ClickFunnels ambassador. And I have to tell you, there's some awesome things that happened this week and some kind of really shocking things as well. So we're going to be diving into that. But first off, if you're first off, I want to know where you're from. So put the state if you're living in the United States, and if you're living outside the United States, put the country that you're watching from. So I'd love to hear where everyone's watching from. So, and also to let me know if you're watching in the Facebook group or on YouTube. So we're streaming on both platforms. It's going to be an awesome show today, and super excited to get right into it. And looks like everything's working properly for Facebook and YouTube. So put down hashtag live if you're watching this live and hashtag replay if you're watching this replay. And yeah, just there's going to be a lot of cool things coming up. There's a lot of things that happened in the past week and kind of shocking stuff too. So we're going to dive into that in the whole ClickFunnels space and everything. So let's let's give it one more minute for those that are joining here with us. And like I mentioned, let me know if you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube as well. Cool. This is awesome. So this is February 1st. So first day of February. We're already a month into the year and it's just getting started. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, awesome. So, like I mentioned, my name is Austin Dorman. I'm a certified funnel builder and ClickFunnels ambassador. And today we're going to talk about a few things. First thing that we're going to talk about is funnel hacking live. And then we're going to talk about what I'm really excited about is the ClickFunnels rebrand that they did a couple days ago. So, there's been a lot of noise and a lot of posting about it. And so we're going to dive into what their new logo is, what their new brand colors are, and then also too, we're going to talk about kind of like my perspective of just like hearing other people's perspective, and then I'll also share my own of kind of like my own thoughts as well. So it's going to be really cool. So why don't we jump right in? So the first thing that I want to do is talk about Funnel Hacking Live. Yeah. So Funnel Hacking Live is one of the best business and marketing events that you'll ever attend. And unfortunately, this will be the last one, which means you have to go. So it's going to be February 12th to February 15th, and it's going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada. So let me just share my screen and let's kind of like walk through it. There's some really awesome things just that just like happened in Funnel Hacking Live. I've been able to attend the past two live in Orlando, Florida. So super excited. It's in Vegas this time. There's going to be a lot of cool things happening both inside the conference and things that you could do outside the conference as well. With the past two ones in Orlando, Florida, it's kind of like you're stuck in the hotel. So it's like you could network with people inside the hotel and then basically go to the conference, but there's not like a lot of like other things to do. So, like I mentioned, Funnel Hacking Live, it's the last one. They've been doing this for 10 years. Can you imagine doing like these mega events for 10 years? Like if you look at this video, like that's oh, actually this is a better one. So this is the ballroom area from last year or the last live Funnel Hacking Live, and there's like thousands of people. Like I think in Orlando the ballroom was able to fit probably a little over than like 5,000, and I think part of the reason why they decided to do it in Vegas was because they could get a bigger area. It's at I always get this mixed up. It's either at the Caesar Forum or Caesar Palace, one of the two. It's something Caesar. So just if you get your ticket, just make sure you know where you're going. But it's going to be really awesome. So, like I mentioned, in Las Vegas, Nevada, February 12th to February 15, 2025. And if we keep scrolling, tickets are $9.97. They still have tickets available. So this is kind of like a once in a lifetime opportunity. If you've never attended Funnel Hacking Live before, it's super awesome event. Just make sure that if you get your ticket, make sure you get all the hotel travel accommodations taken care of. If you need any help or like recommendations, just let me know. But it is $9.97. And then if we scroll down here, we have some phenomenal speakers. We have the keynote speaker, Tony Robbins, which that's going to be a treat. I personally haven't seen Tony Robbins speak live, but I've heard people that have attended live and he over delivers. So he's a best-selling author, entrepreneur, and and it's inspirational life coach, basically coaches one that like the top people in every industry essentially. And so if you're planning on going to Funnel Hacking Live, he's speaking on Saturday. So I would just recommend leaving on Sunday. And the reason being is in the past, I think each speaker has like an hour or so allotted to them. And I think Tony Robbins is kind of the exception where he just goes on and on and on. He over delivers, he gives you all the information, and then it's like way past basically the time the the event needs to end. So just be aware of that. So just make sure that if you do go, leave on Sunday. So it'll be Sunday the 16th, just so that you could be able to attend, not feel rushed going to the airport, and so you don't miss out on some really awesome stuff. Now, if we keep scrolling down, one of the really cool things about Funnel Hacking Live is they have this night called the award show. So it's almost like the Emmys or the Oscars, but this is for marketers. And so there's a few different awards. So you have the 2 Comma Club Award for earning $1 million with ClickFunnels, 2 Comma Club X Award for earning $10 million in ClickFunnels, 2 Comma Club C or 2 CCC awards for earning 25 million with ClickFunnels. And with these like 4 different ones, it's like 25, 50, 75, 100 million. And then this is probably my favorite part because this is not necessarily generating money, but it's giving and like the impact that you make. So this is called the David Woodward Two Heart Award for donating over $1 million to charities. And so David Woodward, just like a quick backstory, he was kind of like the heart of ClickFunnels. I believe at one point he was like the CRO, like he was in upper management, but everyone loved him. Like his energy, his passion for ClickFunnels, for marketing and everything. And unfortunately, a few years ago, he passed away. So they made this award, the Two Heart Award, in honor of him and naming it the Dave Woodward Two Heart Award. So this is a really cool one. I personally love seeing people get this award just because it kind of fosters that idea inside ClickFunnels about giving and serving and providing an impact. So this is a really cool one. And there's only eight, 8 companies or 8 individuals that have won this award. So not a lot of people win the award, but I think it's a really awesome thing that ClickFunnels does and recognizes. Okay, so if we keep scrolling down, oh, this is actually kind of new. So Funnel Hacking Live would like to thank our sponsors, and so these are a few sponsors that they've done. In the past, I haven't really seen people do sponsorships inside Funnel Hacking Live. Usually, it's under ClickFunnels, and then that's kind of it, so to speak. So we got Prime Corporate Services, Closers.io, WAP, and Cope. So that's going to be really interesting, just seeing how that will integrate inside of Funnel Hacking Live. We have these speakers, like I mentioned, Tony Robbins, keynote speaker, Dan Kennedy. He's the godfather of direct response marketing. He's been the mentor for a lot of big marketers that we know. So, for example, he was the mentor for Russell Brunson, and so that it's going to be really awesome. There should be an option to upgrade your ticket to VIP if you want to, which allows you to attend. It's called a Day with Dan event where you get to listen to Dan Kennedy. So I'll be there. That's Tuesday, February 11th. So just keep that in mind. So if you're planning on traveling to Funnel Hacking Live, I would probably recommend coming in the day before the event. So either that Sunday or Monday. And then Day with Dan is Tuesday. Funnel Hacking Live is Wednesday to Saturday. And then at that point, I would recommend leaving on Sunday. And then we have a lot of really awesome speakers. And the nice thing and cool thing about Funnel Hacking Live is each one kind of has their own like specialty. And so they're going to dive into what they're good at essentially. So Hala, she talks about podcasts. We have Eileen Wilder, who talks about speaking, Myron Golden, who talks about sales. McCall Jones, she does more of she calls it charisma hacking, so that's gonna be really awesome. Prince EI, he's very well known. And then if we keep scrolling down, Armin Morin, he was kind of one of the OG digital marketers back in the day, so that's kind of awesome to get like his perspective. And I believe at one point he had like a mega event that everyone would go to. So that's kind of an interesting perspective to see, like basically he kind of started the trend, or maybe it wasn't the trend, but he kind of followed the trend of these big events, and then so did Russell Brunson. So he'll be joining us, and then some other awesome speakers: Stu McLaren, Garrett J. White, Ashley Kirkwood, Josiah Grims, and Dr. Sonja Stribling, and then Mr. X, which we don't know who Mr. X is yet. So that's going to be just about everything. This is a high level overview of the schedule. So it goes from like day 1 to day 4. So that's just something to keep in mind. Specific dates, specific times, and speakers. Usually you don't get that until you first register for Funnel Hacking Live. So just kind of keep that in mind. But it's going to be really awesome. It's going to be jam packed with a lot of really cool information. Just be aware that it is going to be long days. So make sure you sleep well, take vitamins, and make sure you're well hydrated and have plenty of snacks. But what I've been doing the past week inside the ClickFunnels community is I've been sharing some of my funnel hacking live tips. So I'm going to share that with you today. I've done a live stream and a video on side of YouTube. So if you want to watch kind of the condensed version and not this whole live stream, you could watch it there as well. But let me just share these tips with you just so that you know. Cool. So this is Funnel Hacking Live tips. So like I mentioned, I've been to the past 2 Funnel Hacking Lives in Orlando, Florida. And these are things that I wish I knew when I first attended Funnel Hacking Live. I didn't know anyone there. So I kind of just hopped on a plane solo, went to Orlando, Florida, went to Funnel Hacking Live. And I was kind of overwhelmed, to be honest. Like being an introvert in a high energy environment with so many entrepreneurs, there's like over 5,000 people, like it gets pretty close, like you get tight like in those hallways and close, and it's like there's like music and lights and everything, so it could be overwhelming. So these are like my 5 tips that I want to share with you all, just so that you're prepared for Funnel Hacking Live, you know exactly what you need to do, and so then and some of these things you haven't even like really thought of. So let's get started. So the first thing is to make sure you bring contact cards and business cards. You're going to be talking to a lot of people. You're going to be networking, or you should be at least. So you want a way to exchange your contact information. So you could do this a few different ways. I bought dot bracelets and dot cards. So basically all they have to do is tap the card or the bracelet. My contact information goes directly to their phone. So I have that. I also have business cards as well to hand out. So I'll probably get people to tap, and then I'll give them a business card where they could get a lot of my Funnel Hacking Live goodies. So if you see me, come talk to me, and then I'll give you one of the cards so you could get some free stuff from me. So that's that. In terms of the cards, let me see if I have one pretty close by. Here, let me reach over. So with the cards, these business cards, you could get them on Vistaprint. I basically created mine in like, I don't know, less than 20 minutes, but it basically has my name, my title, phone number, and email address. And then on the back, have my name. Most important thing is to have a QR code. So you're going to be talking to a lot of people. A lot of people won't have a lot of time to like really chat and go in depth unless if you want to like really network with them. So I would recommend creating a almost like a link in bio funnel with ClickFunnels, which if you don't already have ClickFunnels, you could go to the description section, sign up. There's some really awesome templates, and then just go to a QR maker. So then you could hook up your funnel to the QR code. So when they scan it, they go to your funnel, they could opt in. Basically, you could share any like goodies. So for example, I have templates. I'm going to have a membership site that people could join, and then a few other awesome things as well. So that's just something to keep in mind. Okay. For number 2, these are things to pack. So make sure you bring comfy shoes, bring a jacket and water bottle. You're going to be on your feet a lot, even though it seems like you're going to be sitting down a lot. You're actually going to be like on your feet, talking to people, walking around the hotel, and going to the event and going from the event to the hotel. So make sure you bring comfy shoes. I bought a pair of Kizik, Kizik, and they're the Athens brand. So super comfy shoes, probably the most comfiest shoes I've ever bought, to be honest. I got them in for Christmas, so they're super awesome. If you need a recommendation, a jacket, it will get chilly in ballroom areas. Usually, inevitably, it does. So bring a light jacket, whether it's like a light fleece, or I usually wear either a fleece or a rain jacket, and it works out fine. And then also bring a water bottle. And I'd also say bring snacks as well, because you're going to want to be well hydrated, make sure you have enough food. And I would probably say you could kind of go one of two ways in terms of food. So in the past in Orlando, Florida, they had these food trucks, which there wasn't a lot of food trucks, and it was kind of like you waited in line for an hour and had to eat for 5 minutes. But in Las Vegas, there's going to be a lot of different options in terms of like food places around the event center and everything. So that's going to be really awesome. What I've done in the past is I would go grocery shopping at, let's say, like Target or Walmart, basically put in my suitcase, go to the hotel, and then I basically make sandwiches for the week. So if you want to go kind of more that route, that's an option. But do keep in mind that just make sure you know where everything's at in terms of like food location, if you are going to buy food, just so that you're not wasting time trying to find stuff. Okay, number three is check out the venue before Funnel Hacking Live starts. So I would recommend going to the area where the ballroom is going to be. You can't really go in the ballroom before the event starts, but at least like kind of walk around, get a vibe of like where everything is at. So then when you go, when it starts, you know exactly where you need to go. Okay, number four, take pictures. Take pictures before, during, and after, and especially with people. So, what I like to do is the day before or the night before I go down to the event area, I take all my pictures, so then I don't have to worry about taking any more pictures. But make sure you take pictures during the event and after the event as well. And then also take picture with people, because this is a fantastic time to network with other like-minded individuals, people inside your industry, and also just people like in the ClickFunnels community as well. Like literally everyone is so nice. You're gonna have ClickFunnels ambassadors like myself that are gonna be there. You're gonna have ClickFunnels employees, which they're all so nice. You're gonna have the developers as well, the people that make ClickFunnels, so they're gonna be there too. But also too, it's just ClickFunnels users as well. So like you and me. So it's gonna be a fantastic event. Make sure you take a lot of pictures. You can take pictures with the speakers if they're roaming around. They're super nice. Like I've asked people to if I could take a picture with them, and they're like, yeah, absolutely, let's take a picture, and they usually take a few, small moment to talk to you about like where what you're up to, what you're trying to do and stuff. So they're really cool. Okay. Talk to everyone. There's going to be a lot of people. It might be overwhelming if you're an introvert, but make sure you talk to everyone, because you don't know if that one conversation is what's going to really have your epiphany moment. And even though there's going to be a lot of speakers and fantastic presentations, you don't know if that one conversation just with the person sitting next to you or the person you're staying right beside, if that's going to be the person that is going to help you like really move the needle. So great opportunity to network. And then for the bonus, make sure you save some extra space for ClickFunnels swag. So there's going to be a booth where you can buy any extra shirts, jackets, hats. They have backpacks too. Just a lot of really cool things. I usually come away with probably like two or three extra shirts, to be honest, just going to the swag store. They usually give you like a little small goodie bag where it's usually like a notebook, a t-shirt, and like a little bag and just a few small items. But if you want anything extra, especially because ClickFunnels rebranded, you may want to go and just make sure you have some extra space, whether it's inside your suitcase, if you're flying, or if you're in the car drive into the event. Now, I do have to say that some speakers will share their books, and so you'll just want to account for that as well. There's probably not going to be like a lot of books, to be honest, but it might just be kind of like a good handful stack of books that you might come away with, at least from my experience in the past. So those are my 5 tips plus the bonus to help you prepare for Funnel Hacking Live. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or comment below, so then I could help you out. And also too, I'm gonna put in the description section and in the comments my my affiliate link so that you could go check out Funnel Hacking Live, purchase a ticket, and I hope to see you there. Let me know if you're going. Okay, so let's go to part two. And part two is probably going to be my favorite part. So this is going to be awesome. And before I jump into the ClickFunnels account and their website, why don't we watch a quick video together? So I'm going to open it up in on YouTube, and this is like I mentioned, ClickFunnels rebranded 2 days ago, so it's still new. Everyone's still getting used to the new logo and everything, but this is gonna be really cool, like, seeing where ClickFunnels is gonna go. So maybe just give you a backstory. ClickFunnels started roughly 10 years ago, and so they had this version that we know now called ClickFunnels Classic. And kind of the bread and butter of ClickFunnels is to build sales funnels or these series of landing pages to bring basically people in through a funnel and then they become buying customers. And then it's about like 2 or 3 years ago, they built a new platform called ClickFunnels 2.0. And so this is basically their revamped version of ClickFunnels where you could do a lot more things that ClickFunnels Classic wasn't able to do. And they're actually still building a lot of cool features as well. So it's going to be really cool. But they're two incredible softwares, ClickFunnels Classic and ClickFunnels 2.0. And so why don't we jump right into watching the video and then I'll share my thoughts a little bit later. So let me present and let me know in the chat if you could hear it. I'm going to play it through StreamYard, so it should work out. But if it doesn't, I'll just drop the link to the YouTube video and then you can watch it on your own. Okay, let's get going. Wow, that's so awesome. And if you're paying closely, you would you might be able to see me. So I actually attended a really cool event called ClickFunnels Connect, which brought basically the power users of ClickFunnels, and it was in California. And so we were able to talk with the developers, upper management. They shared what's happening. I can't tell you exactly like all the details of what they're planning on doing, but it's really cool and interesting to see how attentive they are in listening to our feedback and just like how open it is. So it's really cool, awesome event. So, like I mentioned, ClickFunnels rebranded. So they have a new logo. They have a new kind of a new look and feel of a website. So why don't we jump into that? And let me share my screen. And this is the new website. So this is the new logo right here, which is kind of interesting. They're kind of going away from it was almost like that block with the gears to now this little cursor click right here. And even the colors is like way different than what it was before. So it's going to be interesting to see how this kind of all plays out and what they're going to share at Funnel Hacking Live. But the how it used to be was they had this big it was almost kind of like a VSL or video sales letter type funnel where there's a video at the top. You play the video and it kind of gets you hooked on ClickFunnels. This is kind of very sleek and simple where they just input their email address and basically get started for free. But this is the really cool thing. You could do your funnels inside ClickFunnels. You could build a store. You can have your CRM as well. So managing appointments, tracking deals. You could do your email marketing, which I love the email marketing feature inside ClickFunnels. And then you can also build your own course inside of ClickFunnels as well. So it's going to be really awesome. They've been, or ClickFunnels in general has been mentioned in USA Today, Entrepreneur. They were in Inc. 500 and Inc. 5000, fastest growing company. They've been in Yahoo Finance, Forbes, and then Entrepreneur 360. Over 100,000 ClickFunnels users, which is incredible. They have so many testimonials from really big people. So, like for example, Damon John, who we know him as from Shark Tank as one of the sharks. So he's a ClickFunnels user. So this is kind of a really cool and interesting thing to see. But a lot of these people, so like Anthony Trucks and Christine Morel, these were like past Funnel Hacking Live speakers, which it's really cool seeing how they're also using funnels. And so they have 1 million sales funnels created. And then I think in the videos, like it was either a billion or 10 billion, like um money that was generated through ClickFunnels from users. So that's a really cool one. And just an awesome testament of the power of ClickFunnels. So this is cool. Funnels for creators. Market yourself with confidence. Get your online business up and running in a day. Gain customers, optimize sales, or create your community. ClickFunnels is key to unlocking the marketer inside of you. So the funnel mindset: attract, sell, upsell, ascend, and repeat. This is kind of a really it's so weird to me to be honest. I love the old logo and the old branding, but this is really cool like where they're going to. So and kind of even just like listening to the video too as well where they're going from not just like the standard business funnel but going like broader where it's like oh everything is a funnel, like what isn't a funnel. So this is kind of a really cool interesting way of like the mindset shift, so to speak. And so there's a ton of apps, stores, communities, courses, analytics, opportunities, and there's even more. So discounts, short lanes, countdown funnels, landing pages, email, affiliate centers, survey workflow, message hub, payment AI, automation. And in my YouTube channel, make sure you go check out my YouTube channel and subscribe to it. But I do a lot of ClickFunnels tutorials as well. So instead of just being like stuck trying to figure out how to use the software, you can watch a video really quick and then basically keep moving forward. So really awesome change, super unique and kind of like where they're going with. And it's so crazy to think where it's like, oh wow, you just input your email and then you try for free versus like what they've done in the past. But really a lot of awesome things that they're doing. And just like in the video, they mentioned how the UI inside of ClickFunnels is also different. So if we go to the account right here, they kind of have this, it's almost like a dark theme, so to speak, because it used to just be white background and then you have all these apps and stuff. So it's going to be really awesome. This is my demo account right here. So there's not a lot of stuff, but let me actually just now I'm kind of curious. I'm going to click into, let me just click into a funnel that I've been building and doing a live video on. But yeah, it looks so interesting, to be honest. Like, this is all dark theme. This is like a darker gray. So the editor is a little bit different. It used to just be kind of just white. So really interesting look and feel of what they're trying to achieve. And so that's that. So kind of my thoughts with ClickFunnels and this whole like rebrand and everything. And I don't necessarily know, I can't give you like insider information, so to speak, nor do I like really have insider information, but it is kind of interesting at the 10-year mark of Funnel Hacking Live that they did this rebrand. And so it's almost kind of this thing of kind of how I see it, where they're almost closing this chapter, this first 10 years, and opening up kind of a new door or opportunity with this rebrand. And so it's going to be interesting to see where this goes in terms of where they're heading with ClickFunnels, and even just like talking down here or just in the video in general where they said there's a lot more features being rolled out. It's like there's already a lot of cool features inside ClickFunnels. It's like I don't even know like what more features can they really add. And like obviously you could always keep adding on to software and making it bigger and better and everything, but it'd be really interesting to see what these next 10 years are going to look like in terms of mega events, where they're not having these mega events anymore, but I believe they're trying to move towards more smaller group settings and virtual settings to give a lot more people an opportunity to participate with virtual events, and then group settings or group events where they're a lot smaller. Basically, it's a way for them to like connect more intimately with their customers and also network a lot better with other people. So it's going to be really cool. In terms of the software, just keep an eye out on like all the new features that's coming out. ClickFunnels listens to their users. And that's one of the powerful things about ClickFunnels and what makes them special. Not only is the software fantastic, but the community as well. And it's going to be really awesome just to see like what's going to happen, what they're going to announce at Funnel Hacking Live. But basically, it's everyone's world is going to change upside down with this company and the announcements that they're going to make. So if you don't already have a ticket, highly recommend going to Funnel Hacking Live. Like I mentioned, it's the last one. They're going to share some really cool announcements in terms of the software, and also you're going to listen to some amazing and incredible speakers, and you're going to be able to network with a lot of awesome other entrepreneurs as well. You're going to see me, which is also a fun treat as well. But also too, it's just going to be so awesome seeing where ClickFunnels is going to go, what they're trying to achieve. And if you have any questions about ClickFunnels, feel free to reach out to me. And if you don't have a ClickFunnels account, make sure you go check out the description section and click on a link to sign up for ClickFunnels. There's a few different options of how to save in terms of like subscriptions for ClickFunnels in the description section. So, but obviously too, you could start your 14-day free trial here. So I think that's everything that I just want to cover. So Funnel Hacking Live happening in 11 days. The ClickFunnels rebrand. Let me know your thoughts about the rebrand as well. Comment below in the comments or on Facebook or YouTube about your thoughts about it. Do you like it? What are your thoughts about like what they're trying to achieve? Love to kind of hear all that as well. So my name is Austin Dorman. I'm a certified funnel builder and ClickFunnels ambassador. For those that are going to Funnel Hacking Live in 11 days, I'll see you shortly. And make sure you come talk to me. Make sure we get a picture. Love to connect inside the community. And then for those that don't have a ticket yet, make sure you go get a ticket. But also to more importantly, just hope you have a great weekend. And if you don't have a ClickFunnels account, go check out the description section for some awesome resources. Like I mentioned, my name's Austin Dorman. Until then, we'll see you next time.